Hello, everyone, and welcome to the latest Sempre Milan bonus podcast episode on Substack. This week, we are going to be looking at the most recent defensive signing, Zachary Athekame, what he will bring to the team as a bit of an unknown quantity, and where we think the defensive department now stands. So, dude.
Asada.
Was it a Budweiser advert where it's like, Wazza?
Yeah. Ooh, that's an old one.
Yeah, it's not. It wasn't a good one either. That.
That's great. Classic American.
Marketing. Yeah, just be loud. How's it going?
My neck hurts. I don't know. I don't know what I
Flexible.
did, but it started maybe about a week ago, to be honest, and it's just been fucking locked up. Last night I actually had to take muscle relaxers before I went to bed, and I woke up almost feeling fine, and then as soon as I got out of bed and took like 2 steps, just my whole top is locked up. So I gotta see a doctor, but I'm gonna wait until you leave and then go do it. So
could be a trapped nerve, something like that.
Something like that.
Yeah. One time when we lived at the old flat in Camden, my missus had a friend down and they just headed out for the day to go shopping, whatever. And I was about to sit down to carry on working. And as I was sitting down, like in the process, I sneezed. And I have never experienced pain like what happened. I just collapsed on the couch and then sort of adrenaline kicked in. And next thing I know, I'm hunched over the toilet trying to throw up because the pain was that bad. And then I end up on the bed. The short story long of that is that I ended up ringing 111, which is our non-emergency number. And they basically told me to man up. Literally, but I got some like super strong painkillers and it went away after about 2 days. But ever since then, I've made sure to be upright when sneezing because the shooting pain was horrific. It ended up going right down to like my back of my legs. Oh, not good. Speaking of pain, Milan are back this weekend.
Oh, that's not what I thought you were gonna say. Okay, that too.
Yeah, first game of the season against Cremonese. You're going to a pub to watch it, is that right? Are you going to the club?
Yeah. Club. I know you mean like the Milan club, but it's just
club.
Funny because it's
nightclub.
It's an old Irish pub. It's a real calm atmosphere for the most part. Yeah. So I'll be there. Ireland's 4 courts. Come through if you can. If not, don't. You know.
Do you know I had no idea it was an Irish pub?
Really?
You just said, wow.
Yeah.
Do they serve Guinness?
They do, yeah.
But it's about €9 a pint. Pound? Dollars?
I don't know. $6 maybe, 7, I don't know. But fun fact, it's called 4 Courts, which is Ireland's court system. It is in the neighborhood of Arlington called Courthouse because it's in between both courthouses.
Wow.
Yeah.
Very good. Is it actually, I guess it won't be now, but did it used to be Irish owned? Like, is it an Irish family?
Oh, it still is. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
Great guy. Yeah, and all the staff is as well. And he actually gives them the week of Christmas off and flies them all back. So
yeah, might have to go on my visit.
Yeah, they're great people. We go all the time. Well, I have a few stories, but you know.
Yeah, I was going to say, I've heard 1 or 2 things that were a little bit difficult, shall we say.
Yeah.
I'll just go and ask for a water, I think, if I go. So we got to talk about, and I Googled how to say it before we hopped on here, Zachary Athekame.
Who?
So, exactly. Would it be fair to say that out of all the summer signings we've made, this one is perhaps the biggest unknown quantity? The one where we're like, no idea how it's going to turn out.
Yeah, without a doubt. I mean, I've never watched a Swiss League game in my life. I think I probably have seen Young Boys in the Champions League. I don't know who they last played in the Champions League, but that would probably be where I seen him. And I don't think I was focusing on their right back at the time either. So this won't be a very in-depth analysis.
No,
I'll tell you that.
No. I mean, I think in some ways he arrives in a little bit of a difficult situation in the sense that going into the summer, we knew that we were almost certainly going to sign a new right back because Emerson Royale ended up being sold. Kyle Walker, his deal wasn't made permanent. Calabria had obviously left in the winter. I'm missing somebody. Florenzi, his contract ran out. And then there were obviously some doubts about Alex Jimenez and whether he could play natural fullback. Same with Alexis Salamakers. So it felt like we were definitely going to go out and sign a proper right back by mould. And I think that the problem was that a lot of the links earlier in the window were to more ambitious profiles. And when I say ambitious, I mean they'd probably cost at least double. You got Guela Due at Strasbourg, Dodo at Fiorentina. I think there were some links with Wilfred Singo. And then when it comes out that we're not going to push the accelerator on any of those, and we're actually going to go for a 10 million euro guy from Young Boys, I think it just deflated everybody a little bit. But that's not necessary. That doesn't have any impact on the player himself. What we're getting is what we're getting regardless. And I think, and I don't know what you think on this, but I think the fullback market at the moment is split into two extremes. You either need to take that gamble on a young player, or if you want established quality, you got to really pay up for it. Like Udoji was mentioned earlier in the window, and then it's like they want 50 mil. Oh no, then.
Yeah, and that's basically it. I mean, it's such a difficult position. There's very few stars in the position, or even world-class players. I think you could probably count on one hand the amount of world-class fullbacks, left or right.
Yeah,
and
definitely.
I feel like you're almost forced to take a risk because, like you said, if you're not going to pay up to, I don't know, 80 million for Gordeval or whomever that guy is at City got, then your option is 10 million for some guy from Switzerland. And that's okay. He could be great. The other thing is it's such a difficult position. I don't know many players who would look good in the position. There's been a lot of up and down analysis on Estupinian. And I think a lot of that comes down to the fact that it's just one of the most difficult positions to play is fullback. So I wouldn't expect him to come out and be like, the greatest player you've ever seen, but it is what it is. As long as we're not leaking in every single goal through him, I'm fine with it.
Yeah, and I think it will naturally take him quite a bit of time to acclimatise, and as a result of that, it might be a while until we see him as a regular starter anyway. I think especially if we're going to proceed with this 3-5-2, we've got at least two options ahead of him currently at wing back, which is something to consider. But if we switch to a flat back four, he is in theory the natural, the only natural right back in the squad. I just wanted to mention as well, having